Yeah, the first impression, I mean, it is extremely professional, and when you look at the boats, yachts, they are proper race boats. Like a lot of carbon involved, aerodynamics, the foils. Yeah, there's a lot to it, and yeah, we get to experience that today. Yeah, we get to experience it, in full race conditions. So that is something I think which is already really nice, because it's not very often that you can do these kind of things in competition. So yeah, I mean, it's a great day as well. Luckily, a bit of wind around, so we're gonna have some fun. Yeah, I mean, strategy is of course extremely important, and you have to run billions of simulations, and basically, because of Oracle, we upped that by 25%. So that's of course quite a big number, and clearly that has shown also in our results this year. And about this event, I mean, yeah, it's amazing what they do. We had the little Oracle Center, the Cloud Center, which we went through, and there's so much data available as well. And actually, the interesting thing is that here everything is available to everyone, to every competitor as well. Where in Formula One, of course, that's not allowed, and it's not possible. But still, you have so much information to basically make the right calls and strategy calls at the end. Yeah, I think so far the season maybe didn't start off that well, but then I think we recovered really well, and we've been on a great run. I think the whole team really came together, and yeah, it's all about just trying not to make too many mistakes and be on it, of course, every single weekend, and that's why we have been able to win the amount of races we have won so far. So yeah, it's definitely been a really enjoyable year so far.
Yeah, it's a bit different. We're gonna be doing some racing, but not on track. We're gonna be today doing it on the water. It's great. I'm really curious about it, about the sailing racing, because yeah, it's the first time I'll do it. Well, Oracle in our case, they're really good because we are able to run up to 4 billion simulations before we decide which is the best strategy, which is really good for our team, and it's the benefit of having such a partner like Oracle. Yeah, I'm looking forward massively. There's still 7 races to go in the championship, so a lot to play for, and yeah, hopefully a few wins before the end of the season will be great.
So we're here today, and Oracle Red Bull Racing have joined us here in Saint-Tropez for our next event in SailGp. From what I hear, Oracle Red Bull Racing are keen to come and have a look at our boats, and these are the most technologically driven sports that we have, and they're keen to come and check out our boats, which it's pretty exciting for us to have these legends come and see what we do. I think there are a lot of similarities between SailGP and the F1. It's obviously they're the fastest cars on land, the fastest land-going vessels, and then we've got the fastest sea-going vessels, and we're always trying to push the boundaries of our sport, and we're going faster than we've ever gone before in sailing, and obviously the F1 is too. So it's exciting to have a bit of a collaboration between the two sports, and for us to have these guys here, it's pretty cool. So far this season, we're on top of the table. We've got a nice 4-point buffer over New Zealand. We started off great this season, and we've slowly been, our results have been dropping a little. We really need to right the ship and stop the flow there. We need to have a good result here and get back up on that podium, and so we're really looking forward to Saint-Tropez to try to get a good result.
I mean, it's pretty cool that we're able to take these high-level athletes and throw them on the boat and to actually go and push it in a race. That's pretty rare, so I think it's exciting for both teams, but it also gives us credibility, because it'll be fascinating to see what two guys that race, the fastest cars in the world, can now jump on the water and get their reactions, and what the sensations are like. Are there similarities between F1 cars and F50s? These are highly data-driven boats. Their cars are data-driven, so yeah, it'll be a fascinating day and a really enjoyable one, I'm sure. Yeah, look, we've come out with a brand new lineup. We've added depth to our roster this season. We finished last season on the podium, which we were glad to do. It's been a bit of a tough start of the season for us, but we're slowly chipping away, and we certainly hope Saint-Tropez will be the event to get us into a podium race.
Like the first time you take off basically, and you set off, because you've never been on it, right? You don't know what to expect, so you're just like trying to look at what they're doing and how they're balancing it, like on the boat, and it was nice. It was a really cool experience, and then at one point you get a bit more comfortable as well in terms of how you're sitting, how you're just leaning in when they're turning, and yeah, you get a lot more confident in what you're doing, or at least trying to do.
Yeah, it was pretty impressive at the beginning, you know, because everything comes in is fairly new to you, and the speed that you're doing on the water, it feels really fast when you look at the water and when you're turning and see how close you're getting into it. It was fairly impressive, so it was definitely a great experience.
Well, look, it was awesome to get both Max and Checo out there. I think I can safely say that Tom and I are really big fans of the F1, and those two drivers clearly are just good guys, but they were genuinely really excited about it. You could see it. Even when we were on the shore, they took a heap of interest in the tech and the data, but it's like anything, until we got out in the boat, then really you could see their faces that they really enjoyed it.
Yeah, for us it was amazing. Just getting out there and getting to meet these guys. We are huge fans. All the Australian team, we follow the F1 very closely. We have it on every chance we get in the tents, and yeah, to get out there and see those guys getting out there and enjoying what we do for a living, it was pretty cool. And seeing some of their reactions about how, yeah, crossing the boat and how do we do that, and some of the forces in the turns, that they really enjoyed it. That's great. It put sailing on the map.